Yeah, no, we're 4 rounds into the series, getting ready to head to San Francisco. Yeah, I'm actually feeling good now and feeling better than I was the first few races and stuff, but yeah, I'm happy.
So you looked a lot different in Houston last weekend. I mean, you're throwing them turn downs and stuff during practice. You can tell you're happy.
Yeah, no, in Houston I actually felt pretty good. I've always rode pretty good there, and we got the bike working a lot better, so I just felt like, let's have a little fun. And I think, the more we get comfortable on my bike, the faster I feel like I can go. And the guys here at L&M and to help with Yamaha and stuff, they've been working really hard. So, I just think it takes time, and we're still able to win 3 out of 4 races so far, and that's pretty good considering what we was going through. Yeah, that's what everybody says. Once he gets comfortable, the margins will get bigger. But I don't see it like that. I just see, the biggest thing why I was disappointed the first 3 races was that I never rode good. And as a racer, you just always want to give yourself a shot. And I took the good with the bad. And I won the race, so that was about the only thing I was happy with. Everything else, I didn't feel like I rode that good and stuff. And then last weekend at Houston was the first weekend I actually felt like I rode pretty good, and that even if I'd have lost that race, I would have felt better about that race than I did any other one. And so it's going good. I think I feel good going into this weekend. Practice went good, for the week, and we'll feel all right. Yeah, I think suspension settings are different. Different motor. A lot of little things that add up until big, but I don't really know. I mean, we just came out here and we was just trying different stuff, and I think, like I said, with the help of Yamaha, the factory team getting involved, we had 2 different resources. We had a lot of input, and I think, for me, I don't know a lot about Yamaha. I only been around the thing for about 4 months now, so it's still tough. It's still a lot of new stuff, but so far my track record's pretty good. 5 out of 6 races, I won, and so it's going all right. Yeah, and A1 actually, well, when Reed passed me, he was just riding better than I was, and I didn't feel like holding him up and doing anything, and he ended up pulling away, and I caught back up, started around a little bit better, and I ended up passing him, and I just went so tight in the corner, I never really got a clean shift, and yeah, so I missed the gear, and he just tapped me in the back, and then it was all downhill from there, and picked my bike up and was heading, how you see daylight, and daylight, I start heading off the track to push the thing off, and then Wyndham hit me. I didn't even know he hit me until I watched the race, and then it was funny because I remember somebody saying I'm sorry, and I was like, oh, like that was kind of weird. Then when I talked to him at Phoenix, he said that, but it was all good. I think for me it was good because it gave me some extra motivation, but still I felt like at Phoenix I'm like, all right, a lot of motivation, I'm gonna ride good, and I rode bad there, and I rode bad at A2, and finally I'm riding good now. Yeah, even Phoenix, I wasn't too happy. I was happy, but I wasn't happy. It's like, when you get lucky with one of them, and that's why I was unhappy, because always in my career, every time I won races, I won them. I really convincingly won them, or yeah, there's luck involved in certain ones, but it was always hard. I rode pretty good, and that race I just never rode good, so I was so pissed because I knew he should have beat me. And then at A2, I was even more pissed than I was at Phoenix, but I just kind of played it off like I wasn't too mad. But I don't know. But at Houston, it was finally one of those races that I said, you know what, I can't take this. I will not go to the race, estimate myself. I know I'm way better than what I've been doing, and Chad's been riding awesome this year, and he's definitely making it tough. But I just knew I could ride better, and finally I did, so it was all right. Yeah, I was just kind of like stunned at Anaheim when I hit the whoops. I was stunned. I was never out, but obviously all the pieces to the puzzle wasn't there, at that time. I was, moving, and then it was just so much going on at one time. It was kind of when Preston hit me, the same deal, like just trying to figure out what happened. you know, and there's a million things running through your mind. Like, obviously I missed the shift, and then, you know, I'm like, dude, he hit me again, and like, I can't see the video, so I'm only going off of what I felt. And you know, me and Aaron Bates, man, we almost got into it. I was so upset. I felt like I did the best thing I could have done and didn't really say too much. What happened? I crashed. Obviously, you was there. You saw the race. Come on. Was I really? Yeah, I saw the picture in there, and I had the puncher's mitt going on, and I don't know. It was funny because like the time, I don't know, from the time I think I got more pissed that I couldn't start my bike. And then, dude, like for that, like 3 minutes, I probably took me from walking from the track to the tunnel. I was so mad. I wanted to fight everybody at that time. And then it was funny. Like as soon as I got in the tunnel, I was over it. Like I guess I was over it. But you know how like, you know, you're racing and you're out and you still hear all the motorcycles going and you hear the people going, you hear cheering going. It was like really like upsetting me because I should have been out there like doing it. And then like as soon as I got in that tunnel and I was over it, and I just kind of walked off like no big deal. Oh no, we're still testing. You know, obviously trying to take advantage of it while we're out here. You know, there's really nothing else going on, and you know, I think we're testing, but you know, we're doing that smart testing. You know, not really going changing, getting buck wild, and you know, being uncomfortable. But I just think for me, it's just trying to find that one setting and just get comfortable with that and ride it. And you know, last week I found a pretty good setting, and this week I found an even better setting. So to me, it makes me feel good going into the weekend. And obviously, you know, winning one race, it's a different feeling. And you know, I honestly don't understand how I won the first two races, the Phoenix and whatever the other race was, A2, 3, 4, 8, whatever it was. I don't understand how I won those, but at Phoenix, I mean, you know, I raced too much. I don't even know where I'm at. At Houston, I won that race.
So,
you know what it is? You know what? I guess like me and Chad, I don't know. I know we respect each other. I know that. Like, I don't believe that he don't respect me. I don't respect him. I think, you know, we're humans and we say things that we don't really necessarily believe. Because I know he respects me because I respect him. And I think this year has been different because he's been riding good, and I know he's been riding good, and he know I've been riding good. So everybody's been riding good. So I just think, you know, you got to respect, like me and Ricky. Me and Ricky didn't like each other at first either. See, people forget that. We didn't get along at first. But then you start racing the guy and you really start like, all right, this guy's giving it everything he's got. You get respect off that. But like, my thing is, if Chad Reed and Heath Voss, and there was only two people on the gate, they would find some way to make that controversial. They would find something to make them not like each other. And I think when you have that person, you know, you got a rivalry like ours, and we're the two top guys, they're gonna make us not like each other. And I think it was more the media and stuff. And yeah, you feed into it. You know, you try to sell tickets and stuff. But I don't like not like the guy. Actually, to be honest, I don't have a problem with Chad Reed. And I know he doesn't have a problem with me. Yeah, we probably don't like each other because we race against each other, but it's not like I'll see him walking down the street and just want to beat him up. You know, I don't have that. So, you know, it is what it is. And you know, I think I got a lot of respect for him because I know he's riding really good, and he'll say the same thing. So I think it's been really squashed, honestly. I don't think it's as bad as it is. Yeah, no, that was definitely when Ricky and Chad got together. That was definitely weird because I know, you know, I talked to Ricky, and you know, obviously they didn't like each other. I mean, every time like Ricky would pass Chad, he would stuff him and do all that. But you know, that's time heals, and you know, when you have to do things, you got to do them and stuff like that. And I'm sure one day after this whole deal is said and done, where you know he doesn't have to do anything, Chad doesn't have to race, I don't have to race, I say the real truth to come out, and you probably be shocked at how many people we probably don't like that we hang out with.
yeah, thanks.